Hey guys, how's everybody doing?
All right.
How do you sort of balance the preseason rotation between giving guys the whole night off, or especially veterans, or just short stints?
I mean, it's our first game. I'm going to play them some. Shorter stints, but I think they want to play too. I mean, they've been beating up on each other. It's later on in exhibition season, but I think for the first night, we'll start our guys, play them a good 7-8 minute stretch, I think, and then start making some substitutions. And I'm not sure much I'll play them in the second half, so I'll play them a little more in the first half.
Same thing as you can tell a home opener, just use the same kind of idea. And then later.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hey, they'll have it out of their system. I think everybody wants to play the first exhibition. I'm just tired of beating each other up, and everybody's been beating each other up for a week, so they need someone else to beat up on. So I'll let them play a little bit.
What did Parsons give you guys these last 3 years?
I thought Chandler got better every year. You know, he's a good playmaker, good off the dribble. Shoots that line drive jumper just good enough. It goes in every once in a while. He makes threes, even though you wouldn't probably look at his shot and think he's a three-point, but he makes a high enough percentage. Big guy, you can switch stuff with him defensively. So I mean, he gave us a lot. Good, you know, he was a very good player for us, and he'll be a very good player for Dallas.
What are you guys going to miss from him? Not having
I just think he had a good all-around game. His playmaking, his ability to drive and kick. You know, likes taking big shots. There's a lot of stuff you miss him. We just have to fill in, and we have to fill in around him, and find players that can come in and do some of the stuff he did.
How about Trevor? What does he bring for you guys? Can he really help you out a bunch of perimeter defense?
Yeah, well, Trevor's very good. Trevor's got really good instincts defensively. He's long, shoots the ball real well. I think he's very comfortable with who he is, and whenever you get really comfortable with who you are, you end up being a very good player. You don't do what you don't do well, and you do what you do well a lot better, a lot more. So he's just very comfortable and good defense, makes these extra pass, good shooter. So I mean, he'll help. Of course, he's gonna have to help us a lot. He has to have a big year for us, like Dwight and James has to also.
Chandler said in his first chat with us in the Dallas media over the summer that the two of you were pretty close.
I hated that bastard.
Did you stay in touch with him as that process was
playing
out?
I talked to him during the time, and subsequently, yeah. I mean, Chandler was the only guy left after I got no one left for my first year. Chandler was the sole survivor after. I think he was the sole survivor after a year and a half. He was the only guy left there from my first year. So yeah, I got to know him, and he's a good kid. Like I said, I talked to Rick about him, and I told Rick he'll do well for him.
How difficult is it to lose a guy with that high caliber?
Yeah, you always like to keep your. I thought he was a good glue guy for the team, and I think he's in a good spot right now. I think Rick will do a great job with him. I think, as with all young guys, he talked to me about it multiple times. He wanted to get a contract. He wanted to get all this stuff. And everybody, when you come in the league, you want a lot of stuff. And then when you get it, you realize it's basketball, and basketball is the most important thing. But I'm glad he got it. I'm sure he'll settle down now and not be talking about money all the time. He's killing me a little bit. He got enough of it now. Well, I'll let you know after tonight. Got a little bit, look, we've had 5 or 6 days of practice. It's really, we'll see a lot more. Right? We have a lot of different guys that are going to compete for time. There's a lot of time available for a lot of different players, and we'll see how it starts shaking out tonight.
How much of that goes, because there are so many of them, do they have to earn their minutes predominantly at practice because there's just not a ton of time for all those guys?
Yeah, but they got looking good in practice, but I know one thing. Famous words of Larry Bird, you don't play many games at 10 a.m. I like them good at 7 o'clock or 7:30, so the popcorn's popping. I like to see what they do, in games. And I don't think, honestly, I know everybody wants everything yesterday. We won't have our roster set till probably December. I mean, probably have to pick all of November to see how everybody's playing, and get everybody shuffled in. And some of the young guys, they're like I say, they're paper fires. They burn really hot, but then they're out. In our business, you like big logs. They burn a long time, and so. But young guys are just, they're going to be up and down and everything. So it'll take a while for everything to level out.
Hey, Kevin.